Where's the focus? Focus, focus. Okay, welcome. Today we're going to be making Pate Pacques. You're like, what is that? Pate Pacques. It is a French dish that's got this puff pastry, some sausage, salt, pepper, parsley, a little bit of nutmeg, and some eggs. So I'm showing you all the ingredients here. And now we're going to the table where I'm going to make this Pate Pacques. And let's see if I can get the camera angle good. Maybe not. I'm going to have to hold it. And so we have our fresh pastry and we're going to roll out. And we're going to put it on this tray. Again, Pate Pacques is a pastry with sausage and egg, usually served around Easter, but we're going to make it for the Christmas holidays. And let's see if I can turn this here. Okay, hopefully you can see that now. So we got our first layer of pastry. Put that on the cookie dough here. Alright. Taking a look. And now we have our mixture of sausage, which you can use lamb, you could use pork, but this is a sausage. To make it easy, we just use something like a Jimmy Dean's pork sausage, like a breakfast sausage. Alright, let me grab a spoon. So first we're going to do is spoon out this mixture. So this is the pork sausage. It's got some parsley in there. It's got some salt and pepper. It's got some shallots. It's got, what else is? It's got some egg, garlic, clove all crunched up. You can see little bits and pieces of the goodness going in there. And we're going to spoon this out into like a loaf. Alright, see the loaf there? Being formed. Make this out into a nice little looking loaf. I know you can't smell it, but it smells wonderful already. So we'll do this video in two parts. One is the prep and then the afterwards. Get that little piece of meat that got away. You don't want to let any meat get away. I'm not sure if you can hear the nice classical music in the background. So we're making this into a nice little patty there. And you want to leave enough pastry on the outsides, and you'll see why a little bit later. Alright, so let's see where we are. So, put that aside. And we have we're going to put some eggs on there. Alright, so got in the egg here, some eggs, hard-boiled eggs. And oh, I want to show you a tip on hard-boiled eggs. Let's bring this over here. Alright, notice here, my egg container is upside down. And you're like, why is his egg container upside down? The reason why is because when I hard-boil the eggs, I want the yolks to be in the middle. So when the eggs come in this way, the yolk tends to settle towards the bottom. So the night before, or an hour before you're going to use your eggs, turn your egg carton upside down and the yolk will start forming towards the middle. And then when you are done, they'll be more in the center of instead of at the top or bottom. Alright, we'll do another episode on how to make hard-boiled eggs. Alright, so where's my cutting board? Move, dog. Alright, cutting board here. So we're going to take some of our hard-boiled eggs. Already hard-boiled, just cut them right in half like that. And let's see, you see how that yolk is more in the middle than on the top and the bottom? That tip comes from turning your egg carton upside down before you use them. Alright, so you see they're nice and yellow there, cooked well. I'll do another one. All right, so we're going to do those two for now. Might do a third. Move that off to the side. Bring our loaf over. All right, so we're going to take the eggs and we're going to put them upside down and end to end. Like so. So that as you cut into it, you'll cut into it in about 1-inch slices, and everyone's going to get a piece of egg in there as well. So I'm going to get one more egg just to finish that off. Where's my knife? With my couteau. I think that's how you say where's my knife in French. Alright, we're going to put that last piece there. Alright, you see how that looks? So we're going to set that aside, and we're going to put the top pastry on there. Now this is a little trick I have too. Use a little strainer to give you a little bit of nice coating of flour, because we're going to roll the flour, the little pastry. Alright, so here's the top half of the pastry. Again, it's Puff Pastry Sheets by Pepperidge Farm. Alright, so in that packet comes 2 of these, and you want to flour it so it doesn't stick in the middle. And now you want to roll this out a little bit so that it's enough to cover the rest of the loaf that we have on the other side there. So you don't have to work it too much. Again, you want to make sure it's going to be enough to cover. So I kind of pre-worked this a little bit before going live just to try to expedite this program. Let's get rid of some of that extra flour. You don't want to take a big chunk of flour, do you? Move that off to the side. Bring back our thing there, and now we're going to rest this right over. Alright. Make sure you have enough to cover. Voila! Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to preheat my oven, which I should have done that already. Alright, 425 to start. Go, cook, bake. Alright, so while the oven is preheating, so now you're going to get, you see all the little forms and stuff like that? Press that in a little bit together. Again, you want to leave about 1 inch around each side. So now I'm going to take my little knife, and we are going to cut away the excess pastry dough. And make sure you leave a good inch around it, and I'll show you why in a minute, because you're going to want to tweak everything together in a minute. Alright, get that going, and we're going to separate this, and we're going to save some of these pieces because we're going to decorate it later. Alright, you kind of see what it's going to look like in a second? Alright, now I'm going to get an egg. It has not been hard boiled. And I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Move this aside. Here's my egg. Break that in. I'm going to mix that up a little bit. Now some people just use the egg yolk. I don't mind using both. Give that a good mix. Alright, and I'm going to find my baster. Ta-da! Baster, or whatever that thing is called. Bring this back in. Get that a little bit more of a stir. And what we're going to do, we're going to use this egg wash to form the 2 pieces of dough together. So I'm going to peel this off a little bit. Some people will do this ahead of time and just paint that on. Painting with eggs. Alright, put that back over. Flip over this side. This recipe comes from my mom, so it's made with love. Hi, Mom! So again, you're going to do this little egg painting here. You're going to put the pieces of, press that in, because you don't want it to leak. Do the same on all 4 sides. Again, it probably would have been easier if I painted this before I put the other layer on, but I forgot, so just gonna make do. Fold that back in. And this last little piece here, not sure if that's on the camera, but put that on there. Alright, so we're going to give that a good little mashing there. And then you can roll it over. Not sure if you can see that, but we're just going to twist the bottom sheet over the top sheet. And you keep going in the same pattern, kind of like a twisty motion in a 45-degree, and it gives a nice little look to it. You want it to look pretty as well as taste good, right? See that edge? Isn't that a beautiful looking edge? Alright, tight little spins. Like you're pinching someone. Little pinches, little pinches, little pinches. Alright, look at that. Beautiful. Let me move this out of the way. So now you can coat the top of it. And when it bakes, it's going to get nice and shiny. This top's going to get really nice and shiny there. Alright, so I'm going to start with the edges first. Egg here, and this is parchment paper, so it doesn't stick to the bottom, at least hopefully it won't. Alright, so now I'm going to do a light dusting on the top, and really nice. This will get a nice golden brown when it's all done. You're going to love this. Again, this is called Pate Pacques. And you're like, what? What did he say? Pate Pacques. It's a French dish. I don't know what that translates to. I should look it up. Pate Pacques. P-A-T-E-D-E. P-A-C. No, P-A. Is it C-Q? U-E-S. Pate Pacques. Alright, look at that. Nice and golden there. Move this egg yolk over. And remember I'll move this aside a little bit. Get my little paper towel. I'm going to do this fast. So I've got these leftover pieces of dough, right? So what you can do with that is you can get creative and decorate the top of it. So I'm going to make some leaves. See that? Whatever shape you want to do, right? Yeah. Have fun with it, be creative. Make some leaves here. I've done ribbons, where you take two longer pieces and twist them together to the top. Alright, so you see these three? Alright, you see what I did with that? Just made a little sprig of leaves there. So again, you can get very creative. If I had more time, maybe I might write Merry Christmas in little letters there, but I don't have time for that. No one's got time for that. Alright, let me do a couple more of those leaves. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, let's do one more. I'm going to put them on and have fun with this. Alright, see how that looks like? Alright. I would try to do a star, but I don't know. Let's do a little ribbon here. Just fold that back over, crisscross pattern. Yeah, don't like that. Alright, let's do just 3 more of those leaves. I'm trying to go fast. I'm not making it pretty, but you know, you'll get the idea. Alright, the oven is preheating. And let's see how that looks. Move that aside. Put it back here where you can see it. Alright, you see that? Beautiful! Alright, where's my egg wash? So I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. Again, you can get really creative with what you can do in terms of decorating the top. And one more thing I need to do after I do this, before it goes into the oven. I'm going to create some holes in it with and create a little chimney. So I'm going to get the reason why you want it the steam to escape and not explode on you. Alright, so I'm going to make 2 little holes here on either side, and I'm going to create a tube. See what I'm going to do it with. Alright, scissors. Where do I have scissors? Scissors. I'm just going to tear this a little bit. Alright, and I'm going to make a little tube. See that? Tear that off. I'm going to put that in this hole. Again, just enough to keep it like a little chimney to let the steam escape, and so it doesn't end up blowing up on you. Not that it ever has in the past, but it's kind of a little tip. Uh-oh. Might need to pause to see what's going on with the dog. Alright, so there it is. Pate Pacques. Now throw that in the oven for about 45 minutes, and you should see how it looks. So again, it's this puff pastry, sausage. If you want to cheat, you can do lamb, pork, sausage, parsley, salt, pepper, some ground nutmeg, eggs, and other herbs and stuff. Alright, so we will see how it looks in about 45 minutes. Bon appetit!